The bustling streets of New Terra, a sprawling human colony on the fringe of the galaxy, teemed with life. But beneath the surface, whispers of a grim reality spread like wildfire. Human infants, innocent and fragile, had become the galaxy's most valuable commodity. No one knew exactly why, but reports of abductions were mounting. A mother's despair. Isla Kane held her infant son, Ethan, close as she read the latest news on her holo-tablet. Headlines screamed of disappearances and skyrocketing black market prices for human babies. The Union of Planets promised action, but Isla knew better. The aliens who made up the majority of the Union cared little for human suffering. A knock at the door broke her thoughts. It was her friend, Dr. Elijah Voss, a xenobiologist with ties to the underground resistance. His face was pale. "They're targeting New Terra, Isla," he said, stepping inside. "We intercepted a message. The Kalthar Syndicate is coming." The Kalthar were a shadowy alien faction known for their cruel experiments and trafficking operations. Their obsession with human physiology was disturbing, but their true motives remained unknown. The heist. That night, Isla's worst fears came true. A swarm of Kalthar operatives descended on the colony. Armed with advanced cloaking technology, they bypassed defenses and snatched dozens of infants, including Ethan. Isla fought tooth and nail, but the aliens were too strong. As she screamed for her son, Elijah pulled her back. "We'll get him back," he vowed. "I swear it." Together, they joined the resistance, a ragtag group of humans and a few sympathetic aliens determined to uncover the Kalthar's plans and put an end to their terror. The Dark Revelation. Weeks later, a daring raid on a Kalthar data vault revealed horrifying secrets. The Syndicate wasn't selling human babies to the highest bidder. They were harvesting them. Human DNA held a unique genetic marker that the Kalthar needed to cure a plague ravaging their species. But there was a catch. The treatment required the complete genetic material of an infant to work. Each baby was a life for a life, a grim exchange that the Kalthar were willing to make. Elijah's voice shook as he read the files. They're planning to escalate. They've set their sights on Earth. The mission, the resistance, concocted a desperate plan. They would infiltrate the Kalthar's main research facility on the distant planet Vexor 9, where the stolen infants were being held. Isla insisted on joining the mission, despite the danger. Using a stolen Kalthar ship, they landed on Vexor 9, disguised as Syndicate operatives. The facility was a fortress, bristling with security, but their determination drove them forward. As they navigated the labyrinthine corridors, they found the nursery. Hundreds of human babies were held in stasis pods, their tiny faces peaceful and unaware of their grim fate. Among them was Ethan, a mother's fury. The rescue mission quickly turned into a battle as alarms blared. Kalthar guards swarmed the facility, but the resistance fought with ferocity. Isla cradled Ethan as she fired a plasma pistol with her free hand, fueled by a mother's rage. Elijah hacked into the facility's mainframe, downloading files to expose the Kalthar's atrocities to the galaxy. "We're almost out of time," he yelled. The group fought their way to the extraction point, but their stolen ship was under fire. Isla handed Ethan to Elijah. "Take him. I'll cover you." "No!" Elijah shouted, but Isla was already charging into the fray, taking down the Kalthar soldiers with terrifying precision. The aftermath. The resistance escaped, but Isla didn't make it. Her sacrifice inspired a galactic outcry. The leak files triggered a universal condemnation of the Kalthar Syndicate, and the Union of Planets was forced to act. Human colonies fortified their defenses, and the resistance grew into a full-blown rebellion. With the Kalthar's dark secret exposed, they became pariahs in the galaxy, hunted and dismantled piece by piece. Ethan grew up hearing stories of his mother's bravery. He vowed to continue her fight, ensuring no other child would suffer as he nearly had. A new dawn. Years later, humans became a symbol of resilience in the galaxy. The dark chapter of the Kalthar Syndicate was over, but its lessons were never forgotten. United by the sacrifice of one mother, humanity ensured that no matter how grim the future might seem, they would always protect their own.